Breaking news from the New York Times. Steve Bannon is charged with fraud. Was he charged with fraud federally, or was he charged with fraud on a state case? Well, this is a federal case because he's at 500 First Street in Manhattan, and he was arrested on a $35 million yacht owned by a Chinese billionaire yesterday on a federal indictment. What is a federal indictment? Well, first, we know that we're talking about a federal crime and not a state crime. And then we're talking about an indictment and not a complaint. An indictment means that a grand jury has heard evidence that shows probable cause that a crime has been committed and the person that's being indicted has committed the crime. The crime that's being alleged, which is a very significant word because we're all innocent until proven guilty in this country, is that Mr. Bannon used funds from a We Build the Wall campaign to fund his own personal lifestyle to the tune of $1 million. Well, you think of We Build the Wall, it's a catchy phrase because what does it have a real connotation of? It has a connotation of we the people, which is from the United States Constitution. So certainly a lot of people got behind it. I believe there's hundreds of thousands of people that donated to this. And in the neighborhood of $25 million of donations came into this fund. Now, of course, Mr. Bannon posted a $5 million bond and he was released from the courthouse. And he came out and he made one statement and he said, this whole fiasco is just about people who don't want the wall built. Well, you know what? He may be right, because as he sits today, he's absolutely innocent. And the beginning of a case starts with an indictment. And when he went into the federal courthouse in Manhattan, he pled not guilty. And now we start the next 1 to 2 years of the prosecution being burdened with proving beyond a reasonable doubt that he's actually guilty of fraud rather than running a legitimate campaign to build the wall from a private funding perspective. And so we deal a lot with federal practice. It's one of my favorite practices because it's very sophisticated, it's very exacting, and you must make certain that you choose the right attorney and the right law firm to help you through the process, because it's only the very beginning. And if there's any room whatsoever to prove your innocence, we will find it.